All right, everybody, welcome back. You ready to dive in?
Always.
Okay, so today we're looking at this photo from a Trump rally.
Oh, yeah, the one everyone's talking about.
Exactly, the one from Butler, Pennsylvania, with the field.
You mean the trash?
Yeah, all the trash left behind and all the online discussion about it. It's just a photo, right?
Yeah.
But it says so much, you know?
It's amazing what a single image can do, how it brings out all these, gut reactions.
Totally. And we're seeing it all in the comments from all sides.
It's like that photo's a Rorschach test. People see what they want to see.
So true. Some people, they see it and just immediately it's Trump supporters are disrespectful. Like, that's the end of the story.
Right. And then you've got others saying, hold on, this happens everywhere after any big event. They're bringing up concerts, festivals, even other political rallies.
And everyone's making a point, right? I mean, how many times have we seen a field trashed after a concert?
Yeah, but this time it's different. This time it's political.
Because it's tied to Trump.
Exactly. So suddenly, a water bottle isn't just a water bottle. It's a statement.
It's a symbol, yeah.
And what that symbol means, well, that's what everyone's fighting about.
Yeah.
That's what makes this so interesting to unpack.
So where do we even start? I mean, it's just trash.
It's never just trash, is it? It's about how we see the world, our own biases.
Yeah.
What we believe already, it all comes out in how we interpret something like this.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So let's jump into those interpretations then, yeah. What were people actually saying about this photo?
Well, I went through a bunch of these comments, and people have thoughts.
That's one way to put it. Like, a lot of them, it's straight up, this is what you get with Trump supporters. Like, this trash represents, I don't know, some kind of moral failing or something.
Right. There's this automatic association. Trump rally, trash everywhere, must be the people. But then you've got the other side pushing back hard, saying, hey, this isn't about Trump. It's about human nature.
Yeah, like the people are messy argument.
Exactly. And look, they've got a point. We've all been to a concert where by the end, it's a war zone of garbage.
No, totally. Festivals are even worse. Like, is it a Trump thing or just a people thing? Because I'm not sure I see a difference.
It's definitely a human thing, yeah. And there's a ton of psychology behind why we do this, Like social norms, for example. If everyone around you is chucking stuff on the ground.
You're more likely to do it too, yeah. Like it becomes normal, almost.
Right. And then you've got diffusion of responsibility. Big crowd, everyone's anonymous. It's easy to think, well, someone else will deal with it.
Yeah, it's not like my one water bottle is going to make a difference.
Exactly. So even if you wouldn't litter normally at home, you might in that situation. It's fascinating how that works.
It's like mob mentality, but with trash.
Kind of. But the point is, this happens everywhere. So why are we so, I don't know, invested in this particular instance of littering?
Because it's Trump. It all goes back to that, doesn't it?
It does. It's like, yeah, it's litter. But because it's a Trump rally, suddenly it's a referendum on his entire presidency.
Right, like everything's political. But you know what else I saw in the comments? The whole littering creates jobs thing.
Oh, yeah. The classic justification.
Like, it's okay because someone's getting paid to clean it up.
And it's interesting, right? Because on one hand, you have this personal responsibility idea. People should clean up after themselves.
But then on the other hand, it's, well, someone else is paid to do it, so it's fine.
Exactly. It's this weird paradox. Like, which is it? Are we responsible for our own messes or not?
And it's not just about the literal trash either, right? That's what I find so interesting.
Oh, it's much bigger than that. It's about...
It's like that whole thing becomes a metaphor, doesn't it? For something bigger.
Totally. And you see that in the comments, too. It's not just about the litter itself anymore.
Right. It's about what people think it represents.
Exactly. It's about Trump, his supporters, his policies. Like, the trash is a visual representation of all of that for some people.
Yeah, and the language gets really intense, people saying Trump and his supporters are trash.
There's no separation anymore, right? It's all just one big, messy...
pile of garbage.
Yeah, kind of. And that's where it gets dangerous, I think.
Because you stop seeing the other side as, I don't know, people.
Exactly. It's easy to dehumanize when you're talking like that, to forget there's a human being on the other side of the screen.
And how do you even have a conversation then when you see the other side as, like, morally inferior because they left a plastic bottle on the ground?
You can't.
Yeah.
And that's what's so frustrating. Everyone's so busy judging, yelling, making assumptions.
And nothing gets solved, yeah.
Right. And this is just about trash. Imagine trying to have a nuanced conversation about, like, the economy or healthcare.
When you've already decided the other side is garbage because of a photo.
Exactly. It's like, are we even capable of talking about the real issues anymore?
So what do we do? I mean, we keep coming back to this, but it feels like everything's just so divided.
It is, yeah. But that's why I think these deep dives are important, even if
Yeah.
it's just making people aware. Like, hey, recognize your own biases.
Think before you hit send on that comment, right?
Exactly. Because the way we talk to each other online,
Oh,
it matters. It
yeah.
affects how we see the world offline, too.
So maybe that's the first step, being more mindful.
Maybe. And maybe instead of seeing that photo and just feeling angry, we could feel, I don't know, motivated to do better ourselves.
Lead by example, you mean?
Yeah. Because complaining about the trash isn't going to clean it up, you know?
Yeah. That's such a good point to end on. We can't just sit around and wait for someone else to fix things. We all have a part to play.
Exactly.
This was awesome, as always. Thanks for another insightful deep dive.
Anytime, really.
And to everyone listening, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time with another deep dive.